Villisca, Iowa. The night of June 9th, 1912, a small white two-story wooden farmhouse on East 2nd Street. Inside, 8 people are asleep. Josiah Moore, 43, his wife Sarah, 39, their 4 children, Herman, 11, Mary Katherine, 10, Boyd, 7, and Paul, 5, and 2 sleepover guests, Sarah's nieces, the Stillinger sisters, Ina Mae, 8, and Lena Gertrude, 12. The Stillinger girls had stayed the night after the Presbyterian Children's Day service that evening. The next morning, when the family does not appear, Josiah's brother goes inside. All 8 have been killed in their beds with the blunt side of an axe. In each of the 6 bedrooms, the killer has covered every mirror with a cloth. The kerosene-lamp chimneys have been carefully removed and the wicks turned down. A slab of bacon wrapped in muslin lies on the kitchen floor near the axe. A basin of bloody water sits on the kitchen table. The axe itself is left at the scene, blunt side facing up. The killer is never identified. The investigation runs for 113 years. 3 suspects survive it. The first, Reverend George Jacqueline Kelly, an English-born itinerant Presbyterian preacher, about 34 years old, with a history of psychiatric commitments and prior arrests for voyeurism. Kelly arrived in Villisca on the Sunday afternoon train of June 9th, attended the same Children's Day service the Moores and the Stillinger girls had attended, and left town on the 519 northbound the next morning. The second, State Senator Frank F. Jones, a Villisca state senator and farm implement dealer. Josiah Moore had worked for Jones, and then in 1908 had left to open a competing John Deere dealership directly across the street. A private investigator named Wilkerson alleged that Jones hired a drifter named William Blackie Mansfield, a man later convicted of separate axe murders of his own family in Illinois, as a hitman. The third, an itinerant Burlington route axe killer, federal investigator M.W. McClaughry, the son of the warden at Leavenworth, connected Villisca to a cluster of unsolved axe attacks in small rail-served towns from 1911 and 1912. Colorado Springs, Ellsworth, Kansas, Paola, Kansas, Monmouth, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Villisca, each town on a mainline rail, each town near a junction. 3 pieces of evidence. Evidence 1, the Illinois payroll record. When Wilkerson took his case against Jones and Mansfield to the grand jury in 1917, payroll records from an Illinois factory placed Mansfield in Illinois on the night of June 9th. The Jones-Mansfield case collapsed. Evidence 2, Kelly's confession is materially inconsistent with the scene. When Kelly confessed in 1917, slay utterly, he got the lamp positions wrong. He did not mention the covered mirrors. He described details he could only have read in the newspaper coverage. He retracted the confession. 2 juries declined to convict. Evidence 3, the signature pattern, covered mirrors, lamp chimneys removed, a slab of bacon wrapped in muslin on the kitchen floor, a basin of bloody water on the kitchen table, the axe left blunt side up, proximity to a mainline rail station, the exact same signature, town by town, each near a rail junction, across the entire 1911 and 1912 Midwest axe murder cluster. 3 clues eliminate 2 suspects. State Senator Jones and the drifter Mansfield do not survive evidence 1. Mansfield's Illinois payroll record placed him hundreds of miles away on the night of June 9th. The hitman theory collapsed at the 1917 grand jury and was never revived. Reverend Kelly does not survive evidence 2. His confession got the scene wrong. He missed the covered mirrors. He described details from newspaper coverage. 2 juries declined to convict. He was committed multiple times across the rest of his life and died in 1929 in a Pennsylvania state hospital. The signature pattern survives. Covered mirrors, lamp chimneys removed, bacon wrapped on the floor, basin on the kitchen table, axe left blunt side up, proximity to a mainline rail. The pattern repeats town by town, each near a rail junction, across Paola, Ellsworth, Monmouth, Colorado Springs, and Villisca. What most modern investigators of the case accept, an itinerant axe killer traveling the Midwest rail network in 1911 and 1912. The candidate most modern researchers point to, is the name carried forward from McCloghery's original federal investigation. Henry Lee Moore, no relation, who was convicted in December 1912 of axing his mother and grandmother in Columbia, Missouri. Bill James and Rachel McCarthy James, in their 2017 book, The Man from the Train, prefer a different drifter named Paul Mueller. But the consensus is the rail-traveling killer pattern itself, not Reverend Kelly and not State Senator Jones. No charges were ever brought against Henry Lee Moore or any rail-traveling drifter for what happened in Villisca. The case is officially open with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office 113 years later. All 8 victims have been named: Josiah Moore, Sarah Moore, Herman Moore, Mary Katherine Moore, Boyd Moore, Paul Moore, Ina Mae Stillinger, Lena Gertrude Stillinger. Their killer was never named at all. Next time on Quiet Hours, Hollywood, California, February 1st, 1922. The silent film director William Desmond Taylor is shot dead inside his own Spanish Revival bungalow at 404B Alvarado Court. The scandal of the era, a Hollywood cover-up alleged. His killer was never named. The murder of William Desmond Taylor. Subscribe for the case's history never solved.